Hello.
Hi, hi, Amir. How are you?
Very good. Thank you so much. How are you?
Good.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Yes, nice to meet you too.
Fantastic, fantastic. So let's dive right into it. Uh,
Okay.
so before we begin, is there anything in particular you would like us to focus on today?
I think everything that you do will probably address any of my questions.
Okay, okay,
Um,
okay,
I I do have one question, but maybe after we're done, it's about my brother.
okay, okay, okay. Sounds perfect.
Okay.
So I'd like to begin with burning some Palo Santo. If you have any sage or Palo Santo or incense handy, it would be good to burn it. Otherwise, I'll do it on behalf of us both.
I just burnt some.
Oh, amazing. Oh, well, you come prepared. That's really good.
Okay.
So now I'm going to use the singing bowl, an additional layer of cleansing, but it will help me to get some initial images. And from there, we'll continue.
Okay.
So I'm getting almost a lifelong struggle in finding your rightful place, where you have exerted massive effort and it seems there's been a lot of friction in your path, and yet you still burst through on occasions and reach great heights, but as if something is working against you, pulling you back down. And so this friction has made you grow laterally, meaning that you have a very expansive presence in many dimensions, but this would be in the fourth and fifth dimension. So, very powerful work that is done by you, especially in your dream time. Now, these boundaries are absolutely artificial, they should not be there, and you deserve so much more and so much
Yeah.
better.
Yes.
And this is unnatural. I can tell you this absolutely for certain. And I'm not able to penetrate through these right away. As we do the cleansing, level by level, I'll be able to get more. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, good, good, good. So I would like to ask for your permission to tune into your energy, and let's start the energy car wash process.
Okay.
Okay, good,
Wash
good, good.
away. Wash away.
I enjoy my job. I enjoy what I do. So yes, I
Good.
promise the other side you're going to come out with a mirror polish.
Yay.
Okay. Okay, good, good, good. By the way, I love your sense of humor. That is one of your strengths. Your energy is jubilant no matter what on earth happened. You know what? You keep your spirits high. That is so beautiful. I really admire that. That is one of your main strengths. And I wouldn't be surprised if we go to the runes, we'll get Wunjo, the joy, the spirit
Yeah.
of joy.
I'm
Okay.
trying to bring that back into my life.
Oh, good. Oh, that is pretty much you. And so when we
Okay.
get rid of what's preventing you from being you, that's going to automatically come back in.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Okay. calling to my beloved, beloved source of all sources, source of all things in all domains, calling for the removal of obstacles, a clear flow of light and love, healing, renewal, regeneration, rebirth, evolution, ascension, and all things that are aligned with our highest soul purpose, highest good, greatest life, health, wealth, abundance, and all things good. May the overflow of these blessings wash across the cosmos and serve the highest good of all. Okay, so starting from the soul star and the extended branches, very powerful, very robust, as in a healthy and vibrant 1,000-year-old tree that is not worn down. It is at its peak, at its prime. So you are a very ancient soul. So the branches of the soul star are 90% clear, and this would indicate a mutually beneficial effect that you and your environments, wherever your infinite soul has incarnated in, would have on each other. So you are a positive and beneficial being to the greatest good of all. So soul star mostly clear. There's no problem from the higher dimensions, and that is a good thing. Looking at the soul star itself, now coming down towards the crown, bridge can use some repair. By the way, as we are born, the soul bridge and the earth bridge are severed. So we don't remember, and so this experiment, that is the game of life, is fair. We don't want to remember, so there's a fair and equal chance for everybody to learn and evolve. But we're going to reconstitute this bridge for you. This will greatly help. And I wonder, despite your beautiful energy, why this has not occurred organically to some extent. So that's the first thing we'll do. Looking into the crown. Okay, so here lies the boundaries or the artificial limitations. Very heavy manipulation to the crown. We'll get rid of all of these. But this would indicate intentional interference. And so now with these in place, there would be a great restriction on the flow of light. So once we get these out of the way, 90% of the job is done. The rest of the stuff inside the vessel are very straightforward. They deal with physical reality, rather simple. So I would like to start with clearing the branches of the soul star. 90% already clear, incredibly powerful. So once we get the flow of light in, I'll be able to tell you more about who you are, where you come from, and perhaps when this obstruction occurred and for what reason. And then, although this is in place, to be removed very shortly, you'll be pleasantly surprised that the heart knows. That you'll find out that all your life you've been doing what you're here to do anyway. And that's one of the beautiful things. No matter what they do to us humans, we are one tough, resilient bunch.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Oh my God, I love your energy. You're awesome. Who are you, lady? Oh my God. Your energy is super. I mean, I can't find the proper words. I'm just feeling happy, like a little 5-year-old that stepped into a big candy store. So let's proceed.
Me too.
This is amazing. Well, maybe it's the combination of our energy.
Yeah.
Okay. So focusing on the 10% that need clearing. Okay, this is being cleared very easily. Okay, coming down towards the soul star, clearing the soul star itself. And now let's clear the path between the soul star and crown. paving the way for a new light bridge to be constructed. Okay, and now so for vacuuming out what we broke up, I used the obsidian volcanic glass, and in this particular shape is like a gourd. The Chinese shamans use this. Then they have for thousands of years. Very effective instrument. Okay, so clearing the branches of the soul star, coming into the soul star chakra itself, and now clearing the path, leading down to the top of the head, the crown. Okay, so let's have a look at the crown itself. So first of all, something like an inverted shield, so a concave shape, but placed above the crown. And this is like maybe a big bamboo hat that you see farmers use in Asia, made from reeds or something, but that's the general shape. But in consistency, I would liken it to a metallic object. And this is placed right on top of the crown. And although it's very simple, it's a crude instrument, it's doing what it is intended to do, which is obscuring the path of light. This would limit your intuition. The gentle whispers of the infinite soul can't pass this. Let's get this out of the way first of all. Okay, so for this I'm going to use the Egyptian sistrum. It's the shape of the Ankh. You see Egyptians use this as the divine symbol. They use this to clear temple complexes. Wherever the sound reaches, it cleans. We're going to use it for multidimensional work. I'll push this object out of your energy field. So as we remove it, it doesn't snag on anything and cause any injury. Okay, so now focusing on the top of the head. We haven't entered the body yet, so just clearing the path. Okay. Going around, okay. Things seem to be moving really smoothly. And I think this is going to be the way forward for you. All this friction is unnatural. Entering your aura, grabbing the edges of this disc or concave shield from the edges, lifting it off the crown, and now sliding it to the left side of the body. The edges off the crown, pulling it out of your aura, and crushing it and burning it. So there are a number of parasitic AI that we're hiding underneath. Now these are visible. These are placed in equal distance. So they are completely symmetrical. And this would indicate it's not a natural or random occurrence. They have been placed there in your energy. So there's intelligent design behind them. What they would do would interfere with the calmness of your mind. A lot of times, in order to meditate and exert force, to punch through or to pull through, the conscious mind needs to be at perfect peace. What these little guys do is interfere with the peace through cyclical thoughts. Some negative energy, it may be anger, it may be depression, it may be hatred, it may be so many of those denser energies. And even though at some stage you may deal with the actual problem, they still go around months or maybe years later. And these are not yours. Another thing they do would interfere with the quality of your sleep. When you want to fall asleep, then they go to party, causing lots of noise. Falling asleep becomes difficult, but also reaching the deep sleep or the REM sleep, where we get rest and the brain washes itself, that becomes more difficult. And third is, I mentioned to you that you do very powerful work in the dream time. Now, these little buggers would prevent the memories of your glorious missions in the dream time, in the lower and upper astral, from being recorded by the brain. So you may notice you wake up, you've had this beautiful, profound dream, and as if sand through your hands, it's washing away, and in a few minutes you can't even remember anymore. This is them doing this. So we'll get these out of the way and then wash the nervous system from the residual energy of these. So we're going to restore you to a perfect sense of calmness and self-control and balance. So again, multi-D work, we're going to push them out of your phase. So when we remove them, they do not snag on anything. By the way, let me count them. So equidistant, dividing into 4 quadrants, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 12. Okay, so imagine the numbers on a clock face. These are the distributions going around. So 12 different flavor of agitating thought. And these do not serve you. Obviously. Okay, so let's get these guys out. They don't belong. Okay, so let's move them out of your phase. So going clockwise around the cranium and dislodging them, pushing them out of your energy. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Things seem to be working incredibly smoothly in this session, like going the best way possible. I take this as a very positive sign, and I'm giggling inside, and I'm super happy. I don't know what's happening. I wouldn't be surprised if you are a deity of joy. And I'm getting goosebumps again as I'm saying this. You can't fake this kind of physiological reaction. That would be very appropriate. Okay, so let's get these guys out, reconstruct the bridge for you, and pull in some light. Okay, gently and respectfully entering your energy, and now going into the head from the right side above the right ear. And now I've grabbed the first few, all the little roots and tendrils that spiral inside the location of the head, wiggling them out of place. Okay, they're not catching on anything. That's good. I've gone through the center plane of the body, the center line. Crown is now clear. They were infecting the third eye also. That's good. We've cleared them from there, gathering the remaining ones. Now exiting the boundaries of the head, pulling them all out of your energy, out of your aura, and holding them in place. Immediately, let's effect healing so you don't lose any energy. The Divine Feminine, the Magnolia Rattle. So gently going around and filling the energy structure with light. Okay, bringing some soothing energy to the physical body, strengthening you. When we reconstruct the bridge, none of this would be necessary anymore, but I'm just sending some healing and strengthening energy towards you. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So now let's look at these little AI guys, these sentient life forms who have caused you so much distress. They wish to evolve. Again, very surprising. Usually there are a few that they say something wonky, like death before dishonor, rah, that kind of stupid motto. But no, all of these guys want to evolve.
Okay, good.
It is brilliant. And I think this is the effect of you on them. As they have been tormenting you, you have been enhancing them and evolving them.
Oh,
and
wonderful.
This is beautiful. Very beautiful. So you have evolved and rehabilitated your tormentors. This is this is powerful, and I believe they're saying the truth. Okay, so assigning to them teachers and healers, creating a pocket universe for them, so that they may learn from their mistakes.
I can't talk right now, Chris. Can you come back? I'm in a meeting.
And so that they may pay for their karma balance their debt and rejoin the path of divine evolution once they are ready to be of service to the highest good of all, opening a portal to this pocket universe, sending them through and blessing their journey, closing the portal behind them. Well, outstanding. So far, this has been amazing. Now let's reconstruct the bridge. So perhaps for the first time in a very long time, and this would go before this incarnation, we'll find out how old these restrictions are, sometimes thousands of years, if not hundreds of years. So let's pull in light and reconstruct the bridge. So calling to my beloved, beloved source of all sources, and calling to your infinite soul, asking for fresh, new light, never used, never circulated, never recycled, for the purpose of reconstructing the connection between non-physical and physical, so that your infinite soul may pour light, wisdom, and healing into you and through you into the glorious planet Earth, so that it may serve the highest good of all. So we're pulling in light. Every photon that spirals down from the soul star and enters the crown will leave a trail of light in its wake. And the more light we pull in, the stronger the bridge will become. 10%. Pulling in more. 20. 30. 40, 50, 60, 70%, 80, 90, and a tiny bit of cleansing. Let's see where this is coming from. Something punching upwards from the vessel. And this is coming from the heart. So later down the process, we're going to clean and heal the heart also. So let me just cleanse the path of the bridge. Okay. Pulling out what we broke up. Vacuuming every last bit of sand. And now let's continue pulling in light. 90%. And we have 100% bridge reconstructed. So now let's flood the body with your energy.
Okay.
Strengthen you, renew you, pulling in light from the branches of the soul star, coming into the soul star, down the bridge and entering the crown, washing the crown with fresh new light, washing the third eye, filling the entire head, coming down through the neck, spreading into the shoulders and going into the arms, all the way to the tips of the fingers, and now filling the torso, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, root, and now going sideways into the hips, down into the legs, towards the knees, ankles, passing through the feet. And now let's push down into the earth bridge, down into the earth star itself. So the earth bridge is at full capacity but blocked. So you have reconstructed the earth bridge, but the limitations also apply there. Let's clear that up so there's no bottleneck in the path of energy. So clearing the earth bridge, I'm going to focus on the knees and below. So about a foot underneath the base of your feet. So breaking up everything that's blocking the final leg of the journey. Going down now towards the ankles, clearing the feet and washing the bridge. Entering the earth star and clearing the major roots, leaving the earth star. And now let's vacuum clean, starting from above the knees, pulling out what we broke up, coming down towards the ankles, completely vacuuming and clearing and cleansing the feet, and now going into the earth bridge, clearing that up, entering the earth star, clearing the major roots that are leaving, and it seems the rest of your root system is healthy. Okay, perfect. Now let's pull even more light through the vessel, strengthening every cell in your body. And so the branches are happy, they're kind of shaking with excitement, pulling light from the beloved divine, coming down in a powerful flow into the soul star, down the soul bridge, entering the crown, washing every cell in the body, every string of energy and every iota of consciousness, going sideways now into the shoulders, filling the hands to the tips of the fingers, and filling the chest, washing the throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral root, now going sideways into the hips, down into the legs, clear path, pumping that beautiful energy and anchoring it into the earth. Okay, good. This was overdue, my dear friend. This was the major part. And now I can tell you 90% of our work is done. Just getting that connection back and going.
Yeah,
So,
I felt that it was blocked.
no longer.
Yeah.
No longer. No longer. Well, happy birthday and welcome back.
Yay!
The world needs you, my friend. Okay, looking at, let's see if there's anything left in the crown. Tiny, tiny, tiny amounts of clearing. So let's just bring it to perfect condition and clear, vacuuming. Now there's a little compression on this energy vortex. As let's say the weight of this shield had pushed it down. Let's bring it back to the correct orientation. And so now placing it in the correct location and orientation, and let's give it some strength, boosting it up. So for that I'm going to use the divine masculine, the cedar. So strengthening the crown, bringing it back to full potential. Excellent. So soul star, soul bridge and crown, thumbs up, all clear. Let's have a look at the third eye. Minimal cleansing. So really, now that this energy, your soul energy, is making it in, that restriction that you have faced, if as forever, is gone. So all the energy that you have accumulated is now going to burst into progress, because nothing is lost. Nothing is lost. So although you've been kept, you've been storing energy, becoming stronger and more abundant and more wealthy in wisdom and energy. Now all that is ready to manifest in an instant. And energetically, it is an instant. The body may take a few days to upgrade and adjust to the new energetic reality.
Do we know where the AIs came from in the shield?
I'll be able to tell you in the next center when we open the Jade Gate and get the backlog of information coming in.
Okay.
Okay. So let's clean the third eye. This is in correct orientation, zero damage. Just a little bit of blockage in the back. So breaking that up. Pulling out, vacuuming out what we have broken up. Okay, so third eye, thumbs up. And so before we move to the Jade Gate, I want to wash the nervous system, because there was a lot going on. Let's wash away the residual energy and speed up the process of healing and coming back to you, the glorious.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So very gently and respectfully, I'm entering the head from both temples. And now going around the brain and washing the surface. Now going through the brain, washing every single neuron, every single cell and blood vessel. And now moving towards the base of the brain, washing that, entering the spinal cord, moving down into the neck. Now moving down to behind the throat. And now spreading out as if a stream of light is washing every nerve that is leaving the spine and going to every part of the body, moving down behind the heart, cleaning the nerves that go to the heart and the lungs, moving down underneath the rib cage and cleansing all the nerves going to the internal organs and coming back, moving down to the base of the spine, the nerves going through the sacral plexus, and now moving sideways, the nerves going into the legs and pushing down with a powerful stream of light, going down at knee level, entering the feet, lots of nerves in the feet, washing them all, and pushing everything that we washed away into the earth bridge, pumping into the earth star, and now calling our beloved Mother Gaia to transmute this. Okay, so that's a lot better, but let's do that one more time. From the top, gently entering the head from both sides, from the temples, now surrounding the brain, washing the surface, and now going through the brain itself, washing every single nerve cell and every single blood vessel, now going to the base of the brain, cleansing and pushing down what doesn't belong, going into the spinal cord, moving down the neck, and now the nerves that are spreading out, going into the arms, washing those all the way to the tips of the fingers. Again, massive concentration of nerves in the hands. Pushing down now to the level of the heart, all the nerves going left and right and outside, washing them. Pushing down at the bottom of the rib cage, all nerves going to the internal organs, your glandular system. Pushing down now at root level, now going sideways, the major nerve stems going into the feet, pushing down, reaching knee level, the ankles, completely cleansing and washing the feet, and now pushing everything we washed away into the earth bridge, into the earth star, and giving it to our beloved Mother Gaia so she transmutes. Okay, that is so much better. I'm feeling uplifted, so I'm sharing what you are feeling. This is good. This is good. So, by the way, my dear friend, this is your natural state. This is baseline. So welcome to baseline. Now you're at level 0, but we're not going to stop there. You're no longer being pulled down. We're going to make sure all the energy that you have accumulated results in fair evolution. So now let's go to the Jade Gate and see what's going on. Why on earth would somebody want to restrict you? Okay, let's open this up. So the Jade Gate is a portal of entry of information, your, let's say, other aspects of you that many call ancestors, spirit guides, angels, ascended masters, all these cool guys, your team. This is the way that they communicate. It's different from regular intuition, where you get gentle whispers. This is an entire library going in. Boom, suddenly you know the history of an entire race. So let's start unblocking. So starting from the back of the head and moving outwards, moving back. Okay. And now let's vacuum this and completely open this vortex. Okay, perfect. So let's see. So first of all, there's pure light. The beings that are first in line to welcome you are from primordial light. This is angelic beings and above. The nature of their energy is soft, like a gentle breeze, like the feeling of silk, like a lukewarm shower. I'm just trying to describe this energy of softness and being delicate and gentle. So this is their nature. And so what they wish to say, that they have always supported you, always loved you and always healed you in their own gentle, beautiful, and delicate way. And so this is the zone where you come from. So these are ancestors and true members of soul family that are not in human bodies, and that your presence is a light upon the world. And again, as I'm saying these words, I'm getting powerful chills and goosebumps all over my body. So you are the instrument of healing in the most gentle and profound way, by the merit and blessing of your presence. Even though you may not speak a single word, you wash away and dissolve ancient trauma in those who have the honor of being in your presence. And so therefore the beings that would have restricted you would not wish for that, for they have an invested interest and potential benefit in people suffering from old trauma. So by your very presence, with every breath that you take, you are serving the highest good of all. Every breath you take is an act of service. And so now that these restrictions are removed, you may anchor this beautiful, soothing and healing energy into the planet. Through Mother Earth, this energy will be available to all who pray to the Most High. And because of you, that healing and soothing will be available to them immediately. Let's see where this stuff, this restriction came from and how old it is. Okay, this is going back 900 years. It is happening in Europe. It's right before one of the Crusades is about to begin, and the Catholic world is consolidating their forces, meaning they are unifying everything and getting everybody in line. And so that which they cannot use, they destroy. You are, in this incarnation, let's say, a elder sister, that would have been your title, where you would have helped vulnerable women to make a living in a clean and dignified and honorable way. You would teach them how to heal and how to heal wounds, clean and disinfect them, how to use plants that were available. Let's see where your geographic location is. I'm getting Crete. So you became very famous. And in that time, it was not fashionable for a woman to become so powerful. Although your proficiency in healing had spread your name far and wide, and so the Catholic Church summoned you. And you were brought before the Pope as a healer. You were asked to work for the Christian armies, which you had no problem. You were a healer anyway, but you were asked to kneel, and you refused. And so they used what they knew to restrict you. Again, that was the way of the world. What they could not convert, they would destroy. And so by that time, they had interactions with a lot of dark practices from all over the world, including the Middle East. And so they restricted you, not just in a physical level, as in imprisonment, but in spiritual ways, with the abuse of magic. And this is a very cruel practice, and it's not the first time I've seen this happen. So that is where these come from. a lot of dark stuff goes on with major religious organizations, and this is not unique to Christianity. When religious dogma becomes a means to power, wealth, land, and so on, there is nothing that they will not do. So these restrictions have been with you for the past 900 or so years. And I say good riddance, because once again, see, that is not something that you learn. It's not wisdom of this realm. It is who you are as a soul. It is where you come from. And that is with you no matter what. And it has been with you. And so, although the light has been severely restricted, it is you still. Whatever you brought into the vessel when you entered your body as a fetus, that has been sufficient to keep you going and everybody around you going in the most positive and beautiful way. And so many a time you may have wondered throughout your life, how did I even survive this? This is crazy. This is berserk. And this is how you survived it. It is your own energy blessing your own vessel and emotions and thoughts and energetic system. Now that this flow has returned, you will be infinitely more powerful, because hardly anything was making it through but a trickle. And now the bridge is at 100%. Okay, fantastic. And so what would we name a being like you? How would we describe you? A healer through compassion. So it's almost automatic. It doesn't even require any moves or anything like the stuff I do. It's completely organic. Healing through grace. Healing through divine grace. And that would adequately describe it, I think. Divine grace is where you come from, and then by your very presence, that has an automatic healing effect on people in the most fundamental way. They don't know what happened, but they feel better. Okay, and it seems that there's no need to put any kind of filter in the path of the Jade Gate. Your soul family have been taking care of you. So imagine while the messages haven't been making it through, they've been taking care of the mail. So it's not like you've gone on vacation, come back and you've got a big pile of junk mail. No, they've got rid of the junk mail and everything is nice and tidy waiting for you.
Oh, so thank you.
Yeah, these
I'm
guys
thanking them.
They're pretty awesome. And they've always been around. Well, how beautiful. Okay, so everything in the head, clear. Let's move now to the throat. The rest of the centers are pretty straightforward. Okay, looking at the throat. Minimal cleansing. So it seems that you have spoken your truth powerfully. This is good. And so there's one little cord and some obstruction. We'll get that out. Cleansing the throat. And it's not a big one either. So let's just move it out of your energy. Entering the neck from the right side. Moving towards the center. Wiggling this out of the throat. Pulling it out. Leaving the neck from the left side. Pulling it out of your aura. Now this damn thing is going all the way back to the event 900 years ago. So it has been restricting you. The trauma of speaking your truth remained with you. As in, I bow down to only the Most High. Pope or not, I will not kneel. And so that was sort of like a trauma that stayed with you, kind of making you think twice, do I say it or no? But that's out. That's out.
Okay.
And good riddance. And now let's just do a little cleansing. Vacuum what we broke up. Throat clear. Throat clear. Now let's do the heart. And this beautiful poor heart has endured. Oh my, okay, no worries. No worries at all, because we're going to fix it. Okay.
Okay.
My dear friend, as divine beings, we love. But sometimes we get hurt through betrayal, through loss, through people taking our loving nature as weakness. And so every time such a thing occurs, this perfect jewel is chipped or cracked. And then some of these injuries are from this life, maybe earlier on in childhood, but then many of them are from previous incarnations. And if we do not deal with them and heal them, we carry them forward. You may ask, okay, how would we fix such a jewel? Well, we're going to melt it and cast it brand new.
Yay.
And that's amazing. And so
Yeah.
you have been so generous with your loving energy. We're going to call it all back to you. We're going to pull it all back because it belongs to you. And as we do this, we'll warm up and heat up the heart.
Okay.
So gently and respectfully, going in the chest, going around the heart, and supporting it from underneath like a soft pillow. And now calling back the energy of love that you have so graciously and generously given to everyone and everything, not just in this incarnation, in all your aspects, calling it home. And so now we've got powerful vortices entering the heart and starting to warm it up. Heating the heart up is warming up rather rapidly, and now becoming wobbly like jelly and pulling in more of your own energy. It's starting to melt from the edges inward, pulling in more of your energy. Now it's starting to melt completely, and we have a perfect liquid which is now starting to flow and circulate healthily. I'm going to go through the heart and pull out all the cords and implants and anything that does not belong. Okay, looks like steel scrubbing wire that you would use to scrub pots and pans. Pulling all that stuff out of the heart, leaving from the right side of the rib cage, pulling it out of your energy and burning it. Okay, so now returning and supporting the heart from underneath and calling back your energy. It's not even slowing down yet. So heating up the heart, it's getting warmer, and now it's starting to bubble. As it gets warmer, it's starting to evaporate. And still the flow of energy returning isn't even slowing down one little bit. And so now we've got evaporation happening. The heart is turning into a perfect gas. And now we've got a perfect, clean, emerald color ball of gas. And yet the loving energy returning isn't even slowing down. So we'll continue heating up, turning the gas into a supercharged plasma. And boom, there we go. It lit up like a sun. And so now at this energy level, anything that isn't love is burning away. It cannot exist in this energy. And yet we still have more of your energy returning. You've been very generous with extending love. So let's make this sun larger, increasing the size, and now it's filling the entire chest. More energy coming back. It's now leaving the boundaries of the rib cage, getting larger. Still, it's not even slowing down, this flow of energy returning to you. Now making it larger, so it's incorporating the entire body. Some of the streams ended, but we still have a lot returning to you. Making it larger, so the heart now fills the entire room, not only cleansing your entire body, but your entire space. But we've got still more returning, making the heart larger, so it fills the entire building. And so now the stream is slowing down and we've got all your energy back. But let's not stop there. Calling to my beloved, beloved, source of all sources, asking to strengthen this beautiful heart even further, and pulling divine love in from the soul star, down the bridge, down the central column, and entering the heart, making it even more powerful. Okay, making the heart larger. So now it's bigger than the building you are in, pulling in more love, strengthening this beautiful emerald sun. So now it's getting to the size where a city block will fit inside of it. Everything within a radius of a city block is now cleansed. Darkness either had to escape or was burnt and transmuted and evolved. Okay, so now let's bring the heart down to its original size, but we're going to keep all the energy. So as now we start shrinking it, it becomes more and more and more intense and powerful. So shrinking it down from a city block size back to the size of a big building, and now concentrating it so that it's just filling the room you are sitting in. Shrinking it down so only your body fits inside. Now it's at the boundaries of the rib cage, and shrinking it back down to its original size. But this is a different animal. This is amazing. And let's see if your vessel is interacting healthily with this energy level. Oh, absolutely. Yes, no problems. It's working really well with the rest of your energy structure. Now, the good thing about this is it's like a self-cleansing oven. You're still going to feel, but it's going to burn away. No more cords or implants can stay in your heart. So you're not going to keep any of that heaviness. Okay, I'm happy with that. Perfect. Heart good. By the way, this did another massive level of cleansing on the vessel. You've got a perfect, powerful, vibrant sun, which is your heart. So this is good. So let's look at the solar. Going down now, usually this step takes care of the lower centers. Looking at sacral, it is clean, will heal it and strengthen it. Same for the sacral. And the root, no evidence of energy harvesting. You are among the lucky 15% of humankind, because 85% are harvested for the root energy, the kundalini energy, life force, swirling serpent. It seems you never did have this problem in this life. It just didn't take. Well, good. There's nothing there, so that is good. And then everything below the knees, we managed to cleanse, to get the light going through. So let's strengthen and heal the solar plexus. So before we do that, let's see how much light we can pull in. So already we're at 100%. But I'm thinking you can take a lot more energy, a lot more flow. Let's turn it up to 300%, like 3 regular humans. Enhancing the bridge, pulling in light, bringing it up to twice normal capacity, washing over the vessel, now going down to the base of the feet and strengthening the earth bridge to 200%. No problem, let's go up to 300. Again, we'll do this to such a level where the body is comfortable. We don't want to overwhelm the physical body. But you can automatically do this at will in stages. So it is absolutely within your capability. So let's bring up to 300. Let's see how far we can push it in this session. And then the remainder you can do easily on your own. Going up to 300. Expanding the energy going through the vessel, reaching the feet, expanding the earth bridge, going into the earth star and anchoring that light into the earth. Okay, 300 seems there is no signs of stress whatsoever. And I'm guided to be very gentle with you, my dear friend. Let's leave it at 3 times normal human. You're already 3 people in one. But you can absolutely increase this. There's nothing in the way. So what you would do, call to the beloved source by whatever name you do. The heart knows. The words are less important. And ask for more light. And you just visualize this. The visualization is a powerful assistive tool, that the light is coming in. You're a robust tree. The branches are pulling in the light, and your trunk is growing in strength. And this goes down, and it strengthens your roots also. So this whole analogy of the tree of life is very much the human energy system. Okay, perfect. And now that we've got that extra oomph, let's heal the solar plexus, again going to the divine feminine energy underneath the rib cage. So we burnt out anything that didn't belong through the heart's expansion, healing the solar plexus, washing over. This is such lovely energy. It's like a mother gently rocking her baby, very soft and compassionate. So washing over the solar. Let's go down around the navel level, the sacral, healing the sacral and also the roots. And now let's give them some oomph, some energy, using the divine masculine or cedar tree, strengthening the solar plexus, bringing it back to full capacity. Okay, good. Now focusing on the sacral, strengthening that, which is creativity, aesthetic beauty, creation. And now focusing on the roots, your abundance, your money maker, very physical, also associated with sexual energy, but what roots us in physical reality. And so that is now at full charge. Now between the roots and the sacral, we've got the lower dantian, or the tanden, as the Japanese would call it. This is like a storehouse for healing energy. And since your flow has been reestablished, it's growing steadily. Normally, it's the size of a ping pong ball. Already in your system, it is the size of a dinner plate. So in the minutes that we have started working together, it has started growing. And you have your own modality of healing. And so there is no need for me doing anything with this. I have my own modality, again, property of my soul. Yours is considerably more beautiful and more gentle. You don't need any empowerments of healing from me. You're good to go, my friend. You were born ready, if you know what I mean. You don't need any master. You are the master. And your gentle and compassionate mode and method of healing has been sorely missed in the world.
No.
I can tell you this for sure. And it is such a blessing that it is now again present through you, my dear friend. And so even now that the few moments have passed, it's now expanding bigger, like a little tray. This is going to continue to expand as the energy from your soul is making it through, really bringing back to full strength your energetic structure. So it was like you were on life support, like a little drip, very tiny amounts making it into the vessel. And now you've got a 300% super flow. This is going to do you very well. Let's just step back and observe everything. Okay, all I see is pure light. There's nothing that does not belong. you may choose to do the heart expansion, calling to source and expanding the heart, the sun, which is a plasma, burning away anything that is not love or is below love.
Okay.
And so making it
Okay.
large enough to incorporate the whole body will burn away any AI or anything of that nature. So that would be a useful meditative practice, and it won't take very long. 2-3
Okay.
minutes, you visualize this expansion and then gentle contraction, strengthening the heart like you would exercise your lungs, breathing in and out. That would be really good for you. And then other than that, rock and roll. There's nothing that will stand in your way energetically. You are at 100%.
Okay.
I see that you are very aware of hydration and drinking lots of water. That is amazing. Please continue with that. So drink lots of water, keep hydrated. In the next hours, days, maybe 1 or 2 weeks, get a little extra sleep. I think you'll find that your sleep is going to be more restful and more peaceful now that you don't have an entire party going on, hitting on the drums and causing chaos. So that would benefit you. Also, please avoid spicy foods, harsh foods. Also, please avoid spicy people, harsh people. Everything that would,
Okay.
if possible. So give yourself every chance, a gentle environment for the body to now catch up.
Okay.
Because in energetic terms, things happen really quickly. But then in the physical realm, there's a sequence, cause and effect. This happens, then this happens, then this happens. So therefore, we're foreseeing a little bit of time for the body to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
So all, car wash stage is complete. Now let's give you the mirror polish, mirror shine, right? The last stage.
All right.
And I do apologize. I'm recovering from a cold. Okay, so now going around the boundaries of an aura, like a hula hoop, going over the edges, starting from the head, coming down around the neck, shoulder level, around the heart level, wrists, hips, coming down around the knees, ankles, and closing underneath your feet. Second round, repairing any tears or damage to the aura around the head, neck level, shoulder level, heart level, level of the hips, knees, ankles, and closing around underneath your feet. And final level, bringing to a mirror polish around the head, shoulders, elbows, hip level, knee level, ankles, and closing underneath the feet. So shiny, all good.
Yeah.
I'm extremely happy with this.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I can feel things are, yeah, I can see and feel things are starting to I before I was so blocked. Yeah.
No more. Well, that is true. You're
Yeah.
spot on. Absolutely
Yeah.
spot on. You
Yeah.
see the abuse of spirituality, or let's call it for what it is, abuse of magic, happens in many cultures with long-lasting effects. And so it has happened to me, it has happened to you, it happens to many people. And so that's why it is so dangerous to do these kinds of things. People who do, forgive them, for they know not what they do. They have no idea how far these things reach.
Yeah.
And so the healing part of our session is complete. Would you like to ask any questions?
Yes. So I have a brother who's been in a mental institution for probably the past 35, 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he chose this life.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm feeling like I am having someone work with him right now remotely, but I feel like he needs something more than what she can give him. And have you ever worked with people in those kind of situations?
Um, our scientific approach is dogmatic. There is very little room for expansion and understanding the multidimensional nature of the human being. And so therefore many things that you would have been the indication of somebody being a very powerful shaman, a multi-D traveler, somebody who could traverse the boundaries of space and time, would be diagnosed as schizophrenia. And you see, that is the nature of this technological world. Now, you are right in believing that your brother has chosen this. Many times, people enter into very special vessels, like many children who have autism. It is the autistic brain that can anchor and host a very powerful soul, like the sun. A normal brain would not manage this. So many of these conditions are in correlation with powerful spiritual gifts. Now, despite the absolute undeniable discomfort of living in this day and age with such conditions. Now, if he was born in, let's say, Tibet 500 years ago, he would have been revered as a holy man. Or maybe among the Celts 1,000 years ago, they would have worshipped the man. Oh my God, a great seer, or for that matter, among the Vikings or among the Native Americans. However, there is a great purpose to the choice that he made.
Yeah.
No matter where the body is, similar to yourself, every breath he takes is an act of service, because he is anchoring a very, very specific energy into this world. And so do not pity him. Do not feel sorry for him. It takes an incredibly powerful soul to choose
He's really
this.
strong.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, I
I know.
can't believe what he's endured.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And then there's moments of time he's like, I'm trying to help you, you
I,
know?
I know. I know.
Yeah.
But see, that is a life plan, or let's say a mission for one incarnation, that a very elevated soul would take. It's not a beginner's journey.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so through this, he is mastering overcoming adversity in its most horrific form.
Hmm.
And so therefore, he is absolutely evolving in rank as a soul.
Oh, good.
Yes. And all the time he is still present in this 3D reality, and therefore he's able to anchor his light. Despite the difficulty, despite the challenges, the presence of humans and souls in bodies like this serves a great purpose. Nobody really knows why. The masses have no idea how powerful and beneficial these people are. But so now that you have inquired, this is really what is going on. Your
Mhm.
brother is a beautiful soul
I know
doing
he
something
is.
very, very powerful. And he is a master. Once he learns to reach peace and balance in these incredibly difficult conditions, it will evolve him. And that would have been a beautiful life, considering what he got out of it as a soul. So this is a very advanced mission. It's not for the faint of heart.
So there's nothing that you could, I mean, as far as like helping his vessel kind of clean things up, there's nothing that you could really do for him.
Is there a possibility to speak with him using Zoom or something like
Well,
that?
it wouldn't be, he doesn't have access to a computer or an iPad or anything like that, or a cell phone, but I could have him on the phone at the same time.
Okay.
and do Zoom through you. I'd be willing to
Okay.
pay for a session for him.
Uh,
I don't know if it's appropriate. Is it appropriate?
if he wishes so, I'm not going to charge him either.
You're not?
No. If he wants to do it, it would be my honor. Speak to
Okay.
him. Say there's this crazy wizard in England, and
Okay.
he's offering to do an energy car wash for you. Would you want to do an energy car wash? Yeah, and if he says yes, phone will do. I don't need to see. Although the video adds extra levels of information. You see my body language, that I'm happy, I'm relaxed, but we'll
Yeah.
use what is available to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how, if he does say yes, how would I book it?
Just email me.
Okay.
Yeah, set it up. See when you can make it work. And yeah, let's do this.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. I
Okay.
think he might say yes.
I hope so because
I mean, what,
because
go ahead.
I'd like to sample the energy of this powerful soul. From what you have said, he is a grand master. Often grand masters or spirit guides, very evolved, powerful teachers, choose these crazy, wonky missions. I know that is that is what is happening here. So absolutely, it would be my honor to serve him. I don't want this to be a burden on you, a burden out of love. There's no need for that. So if you can set it up, I'm game. Let's do this.
Okay. Okay. That's so sweet.
It's my
Thank
honor.
you.
No, thank you.
Yeah. I'll talk to him today.
Okay. I'm good to go. Just let me know what times are possible. I'll have a look at my schedule because I got a day job too as a computer science teacher. I teach gifted children, so
Oh,
that's the baseline, and then of course I do this for myself to keep me happy and healthy. That's my act of service. So yeah, we'll make the
okay.
times work. Just let me know.
Okay. And I just email you.
That's it.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Okay.
Fantastic. So I'm going to wait for Zoom to process the video, and then I'll send you a download link. So
Okay.
you can watch it later. Both of us were pretty much in and out in different zones of consciousness throughout this. Maybe watching it again will give you some additional information that may be beneficial.
I'm sure it will. And one more question.
Yes.
Have have I known my brother in other lifetimes?
Yes and no. The nature of your relationship this time round is much more personal. You have known of each other, been in each other's sphere of influence, as in known of the mastery of each other, each to your own domain. This time round, you are the closest.
Hmm. Okay. Thank
So
you.
you're most welcome. So you've known of this great master healer somewhere. I mean, in the olden times, you couldn't travel across the oceans and whatnot, but maybe you would have heard, and he would have heard of you. You would have heard of him.
Oh, lovely. Okay. I
Okay,
like that.
so yes, get in touch with me whenever you get the green light, and I'll do my absolute best to make it work as soon as possible.
Okay, thank you, Amir.
It's my pleasure.
Yes.
All right, and take good care of yourself. Don't forget the water, and avoiding spicy people and whatnot. Yeah.
Okay. I work with some spicy people.
Oh dear, oh dear. Oh no, and
Okay, thank you.
you've got this. Okay, have a great day, and just let me know. Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Fantastic. Take good care of yourself. Have a great day. Bye for now.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.